you just checked out my last video, we just left Donkey Island. My hairs are all wet still, so check out that last video if you're curious to wonder why my hair's wet and you just don't know because you haven't watched it yet. Maybe you just like to watch my cold dip and drive homes with me. Who knows? Look at those beautiful clouds though. We are in a different neck of the woods. Donkey Island is further out than what we normally go. So, yeah. We're driving home. And that was awesome. It was a great cold dip. Even though it is colder at the Aquaphor, it still felt really good. Temperature today, I forgot to check. Shoot, I wish I had. It's not cold by any means. It's not warm. It's just right. You know, it was clothes on. I wasn't cold. There's no wind, so that's nice. I don't really care for the wind. Yeah, not really. I mean, especially when it cuts through your clothes. It's like, no. Cereal. I do love the houses over in this area though. They have lots of trees. I like that. I love trees. I don't know if most people have picked up on that a little bit, but in my reels I make when I'm running and when I'm dipping, I always make sure to include the trees in my footage. They are the star, the trees. Yes, I'm a tree lover because not only am I a Northwest girl, but I do like fresh, clean air. Yeah, that's really nice, actually. I like fresh air in my lungs. Whee! And I love fresh lights. So I'm the type of girl who always has her curtains opened in my house. I have 2 sets of curtains, actually. So one is like a sheer flower print. Not that you care. I don't know why I'm telling you this. But, and then there's like a blue curtains that go over those ones so I can have them open and get that fresh light in. Fresh air. I like to open my windows, get fresh air in my house, have fans going so it circulates that fresh air as well as that fresh, beautiful light. I mean, obviously you already know I like to be out in nature. I mean, this is the only activity I've taken you on so far, but I'm hoping to, you know, expand upon that. Do some kayaking adventures, hiking adventures, shopping adventures, I don't know. Mini adventures, shopping, woo! Cold dipping, yeah! Actually, I just wanted to tell you another one of my favorite D's I like to do, and no, not that D. Going to the dump. Not taking a dump, there is a difference. Let's just be clear here. I went to the dump, I didn't take a dump. I mean, you know, that's a different conversation. I went to the dump, took some crap to the dump. I'm doing some spring cleaning around the property, around my property, around the house, and I love going to the dump. I have always, from the time I was a wee lass, loved going to the dump. I just love going to the dump because you can break shit there and you don't get in trouble. Like I had this big, huge piece of glass that I just chunked in the air and then watched it land and smash, you know, and it was awesome. I love the sound of breaking glass. I love the sound of breaking glass, but I don't like getting in trouble for breaking glass. So when you go to the dump, you can break shit and you don't get in trouble, and to me that is a good time. I love, like, I didn't have a TV to take to the dump or anything like that, but when I was a kid, I would love taking, like, if I had stuff, I would chunk it at the TVs, or if I had a TV, I would throw. I just love the sound of breaking glass, so anytime I got to break anything, it was fun, and if I didn't get in trouble, it was even more fun. So ever since I was a child, going to the dump has always been one of my favorite things to do. It's a twofer. Excuse me. It's a twofer. You get to throw crap away, clean it up, and then break stuff. So actually, it's a threefer. So yeah, my day's been good. It's been productive. Even though I didn't feel very good earlier, we snapped into a Slim Jim, took ourselves to get the cold dip in action activity underway, and feeling pretty good about this day. It's beautiful. The heater just came on, so that's nice. Because usually I forget to turn on the damn heater, and then we shiver all the way home, and I think, oh, why do I not ever remember to turn on the heater? Boy, that thing sure is making a lot of noise. Does that mean that there's some police activity nearby? One could never know, or does know until they get pulled over, and no one wants to do that. Nope. I mean, yeah, I don't want to get pulled over. It doesn't sound like a good time to me. Turn down that heater a little bit. We just want to feel it. We don't want to hear it. yeah, so now I feel party pumped. I'm in a way better mood. Cold dipping does that to me. Going to the dump does that to me. Taking a dump does that to me. Sorry, I had to. We do have a sense of humor on this channel. We do have bodily functions, not necessarily on this channel or at all on the channel. But we can laugh about bodily functions. I am a mother of boys. I did come from a mostly male-dominated family, so there's also that. And from my male-dominated family, they were mostly in the military, so there's that too. I'm a Leo. I'm spicy. I mean, I'm quite the combination. I'm a combination type girl, let me just tell you. Not only do I like a combination pizza with no sausage, depending on the flavor of the sausage, the quality of the sausage, but I forgot what my point was, because that guy was looking at me like I'm a weirdo, and I am, so he's not wrong. He's probably irritated with me because I have to pass him, yeah. I just don't like to get stuck behind people who are going super slow. I would not consider myself a slow girl. Depends on the situation, and if I have my precious cargo with me, then we are for show doing the speed limit, because my precious cargo, I drive like an old lady when they're with me. Yeah. I'm talking about my children, just in case you're not sure what the precious cargo stands for. That stands for my children of the corn. No, they're actually really neat people. I really love and adore them, not just because they're my kids. Believe me, I have plenty of friends who have kids, they do not like them, okay? It's sad, but it's true. It's sad, it's true. But I do love my kids, and they're not children from the corn. But that was an awesome, scary movie from my younger years I have watched. I have loved horror movies. These days, I'm a little more careful about what I feed my brain or what I try to shove in there. I don't really like to watch a bunch of garbage or crap, and I don't really sit around and watch too much TV. I do like to listen to TV. Ooh, look at those clouds. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I'm usually on my phone. When I'm on my phone, I'm looking for like artwork or awesome quotes or stuff to put in my content to make it a little more interesting. So, you know, like I'm delivering a message also with the quotes and, you know, trying to have like a positive outlook on life, even if it's shitty. Just trying to have a positive outlook the best I can. I don't want to say trying. There's a difference between trying and doing. I am doing the best I can to have a positive outlook on life, no matter how shitty it is or it can be. Look at those clouds. I'm a lover of the clouds, in the trees, in nature. I mean, I'm kind of like an all-around lover until you piss me off and I have to claw your face off. That you brought that on yourself. I always say, you brought that on yourself. If you brought that side of my personality out, oh, Lord have mercy, you better pray. You better pray to baby Jesus. Because I'm telling you, I'm a very nice person until I'm not. Yeah. You gotta have boundaries. Gotta have boundaries. I always tell my kids, don't let people be mean to you. I will be upset at you for not standing up for yourself or each other, but I will not be upset at you for defending yourself or sticking up for yourself. No. Like, that's a bunch of garbage. No. We don't do that here. Anytime my boys stand up for themselves, each other, or somebody else in need of having someone stand up for them, you know, then they're not going to get in trouble. I don't care if the school calls me and says, your son did this or did that. I'm going to be like, no. It's not going to work for me. I'm going to be so sure of the decisions that my sons make when it comes to tuning somebody up that I'm going to know that they were left with no other options, because those are the type of boys I have. They do care. They're good people. And I do give them the freedom to be themselves. There is also a difference between embarrassing your children and humiliating them. And I just want to also say that, because I was like, I know I'm practicing for embarrassing my boys when they get older, but humiliating, there's a difference between humiliating and embarrassing my kids. Like, I just mean for them to like be like, ha ha, mom, you're not funny. I'm not interested in humiliating and causing deep wounds from some kind of horrid behavior that comes from me. No, I'm not into that either. Like, I treat my kids the way that I want to be treated when I'm in a nursing home. Or before they send me to the nursing home, okay? I don't know what's going to happen to me. I hope I can wipe all my bits when that time comes, but just in case, I like to treat others the way that I want to be treated until they give me a reason not to, and then I tune them up free of charge Yeah, maybe I'll send them a bill for it. Who knows? Just depends. So, yeah, I treat my kids like the kind of, like I would have wanted to be treated when I was their age. I tell them that. I love having conversations with my kids. Like, they're such neat people. Like my son, well, both my sons are both neat people, but like one of my sons and I were talking about like caviar today, and like the different types of caviar. One from, you know, the salmon eggs, and then caviar is dark, and he's only 7 years old. I mean, they're both only 7 years old because they're twins, but they're just so, like, obviously this doesn't sound like mommy bias, but they're just so smart, and the things that they absorb and take in, it just makes me feel like a proud mama, and I'm so grateful. You know, I want to take credit for the type of people that they are and that they're becoming. Look at those clouds. But at the same time, I want to recognize them for being the people that they are, because they're doing that all on their own. Like, I'm not like telling them, you know, with guidance, of course. I'm giving them guidance to be good people, because I'm raising people who have to take care of themselves, defend themselves if need be, but that are doing it, you know, they're doing the best that they can to be good people in this world. The best that they can. But with that being said, like, they're not going to be walked all over either. Like, they are given full permission to defend themselves if need be. I think it's important to acknowledge that, you know, because boys, they just have such an interesting, I don't know what's going on in the world. I don't want to claim that, but for my boys, I want them to be just as independent as possible. I don't want them to grow up relying on a woman or anybody, whoever they decide to be with. That's their business. That they are independent and can take care of themselves, and they're not relying on anybody else for whatever it is in life that they need. Like, those are the type of people I'm raising the best of my ability. I come, like, from, like I've said in other videos, in this video, I come from a mostly male-dominated family, and so it's important to me. I'm very grateful for the perspective that I have from my boys. I'm very grateful. I don't know why we got into that topic. I just love my kids so much. I'm super excited to see them. I'm super excited about spring break and getting to spend all that quality time with them and going to do fun things. Really means a lot to me to get to be their mother. I tell them often, and I have told them often, how grateful I am that they picked me to be their mother. Like, I just can't take all the credit for them being just the stellar, amazing human beings that they are, even though, you know, they did have some of my guidance. I'm just so grateful for who they are individually, and I give them their space and time to shine, man. And individually as well as shining together. They're just such neat people, and I'm so excited for the future that they will get to be, that they will have, that they get to, and the future they have with, you know, I don't know, I'm getting a little too ahead of myself, but I'm super excited about this day. Cold dipping has that effect on me. Cold dipping in Dunkin'. That, coming from Donkey Island, is a little bit more of a drive. I said that as if I didn't know where, but I just wanted to make sure, because yesterday I was all like, I kept saying Donkey Island, but I was referring to Boulder Beach, or I meant to refer to Boulder Beach. But it's different, like sitting here holding my phone, filming all my chins for you to see, because this isn't the best angle. Boy, you sure have to be secure with yourself to show off all your chins, let me tell you. You know, embrace it. It is what it is. I'm not perfect. I wish I was perfect. No, I don't. That's ridiculous. That sounds boring. But I do wish that, like, things were better, more dialed in. You know, we'll get there. Just takes time. Practice, perseverance, determination, consistency, all the good stuff, you know. Yep. I still have to go do a little bit more shopping, because I want to get my boys... No, okay, maybe I don't have to, but I would like to. I'd like to get them some, like, little bunny ears. Get some little bunny ears for myself. I don't know, just... find some Easter things. Oh, some candy for their Easter baskets. I got them little outfits. These little cute, because we're coming into spring and they need some different clothes. They are getting ready to probably do a growth spurt. Usually that's what happens. I noticed last spring, the teachers were like, oh my gosh, I could tell they'd grown. And I was like, oh my God, I can tell they grow too. It's just like literally the hardest part of being a mother is like how fast time has gone, and like how quickly my children have become little boys. Because I could literally they could still be my little babies right now, and I would be living my best life still. Because I just didn't really feel like I got enough time to be their mother when they were babies. Like, I felt like if I could redo that a couple times over and get it more dialed in, oh, I would. Yes, I would. Let me tell you, there's probably no amount of times that I would repeat being my twins' mom. Like, I don't know what happens in other lives, if we have other lives or any of that stuff, all that jazz. But if I could do a repeat, if anybody who's listening, I'll do it again. I would love to be the mother to my twin boys anytime, as many times as possible. I absolutely love being their mother, and I absolutely love being a mom. Okay, enough with that. Just a little bit of me being happy in this day in my life. Woo! Grateful, right here, appreciative. That's me. Woo! Whoop, 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 whoop. So I got this new blue dress. We'll switch the subject a little bit. I got a new blue dress for my Easter photo. I like the way it looked on me when I tried it on. It's strappy. Sort of think I should have bought this cardigan, but I'm like, oh, how many cardigans do I have? I actually just recently bought one that has a whole bunch of crystals on it, so I should wear that one, I tell myself. But I just don't know. I just don't know how we're going to accessorize this dress that we got, and what kind of heels. I was thinking about wearing some, I don't know if you're into hearing about this, about my shoes. I love shoes, as well as everything being a girl, pretty much. I love accessories, accessorizing. I love purses. I love shoes. Obviously, you don't ever really see me wearing the same swimming suit too often. I try to rotate a different swimsuit in every cold dip. I know of most women, I definitely have more swimsuits than the average bear. I know that. It's fun being me. I don't like to be boring. We already discussed that. I'm a Leo woman, and so it just comes with the territory. And I like to be extra. So now that you know that I know that, it's fun. It's fun to be me. I say. I do. I like to get dressed up. I like to go out to dinner. I like to go places. I like to have a good time. I like to have a good, clean, fun time. Maybe it could be adventurous and spicy. You know, I'm open for that too. That could mean a plethora of things. You have an imagination, I'm sure. I am still fun, I tell myself. I'm a mom who's still fun, within reason. I may not like to speed down the highway or the road when my kids are with me, but I still like to have fun. I used to be a little bit of a speed racer. I'm sure you probably have gathered that up with some of my aggressive ways when I'm driving. I know you noticed. Come on. I may be a little aggressive, definitely assertive. I am a Leo woman. Fired up. Whoop whoop. Yep, and I have a little bit of a British-Irish attitude too. I mean, in my DNA, according to 23andMe, I am mostly British-Irish, European descent, so I think that if you're a little Irish, you might have a little bit of a spittoon attitude, ready to take it on, so that's what I tell myself anyways. And I'm a little, got some Spanish in me too, so there's that. So I'm a little, that's where the spiciness comes from, of course. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, so it looks like we got home pretty quickly. With you doing the ride home with me, it wasn't that bad. Driving to Donkey Island's a little bit of a distance, and the traffic going to Donkey Island is not always fun. And so we got home quickly, so that was nice. I don't even feel cold. Maybe it's because we got the heater on. Oh man, pray for me. A girl like me needs all the prayers she can get. As you can see, I don't have the bestest memory, cold or not, who knows, who's to know for sure. And try to pay attention here so that we don't run into this guy coming by. There's lots of cars parked on the road, so it's slim shady up in these parts. That was a California stop, if I ever did say so myself, but that's okay, we're in the neighborhood. I am surprisingly not even shaking right now. This is good news, you guys. I mean, it is to me. I know that we turned on the heater and whatnot, but usually I can have that thing rip roaring and I'm still cold. So the outside temp coupled with the temp in the river, this is what I like. 30 in the 30s, man. It's just a whole nother level. I don't know what this guy's doing, so I was gonna try to let him come forward, but it looks like he's not. Oh, he's turning. Okay, well that will be why he's not coming forward then. Yeah, so like I found out, because it's been a while since we've been in the 40s in the river, that 40 is friggin' nice. 40 is friggin' nice. Like, holy nicey nice 40. Like, I'm loving this 40 stuff. It's like the 30s. Woo, really kicks it up a notch, man. Let me just tell you. Yeah, like what a difference. So, I mean, I know some people say that they, like my buddy, she's got her freezer. I've mentioned before in other videos, she said that she's got it in the 50s. I was like, oh, damn, girl, that must feel so good. That wouldn't feel like punishment to me. That wouldn't feel like torture. No, that would feel really good to cold dip in the 50s. Yeah. Because I think it's like 60 below. I want to say 59. I need to look that up again, but I don't care. So it doesn't really matter to me. Anything below, I think 60, 59, I'm in. I'm in it. And who cares about the weather? Like, I'm not ever going to be like, oh, it's raining, oh, it's snowing, as we already know. I mean, that one day it was, I haven't uploaded that video that I did. There's this one day that I came out to Boulder Beach, and with the wind, it was below 25, 30 degrees. And that was, I got frostbite in my hands, both hands. Even the hand that was holding my phone, actually the hand that was holding my phone got the least bit of frostbite. The hand that I had in the water, this one, and after I brought it out, when my hands were wet and that wind blowing on my hands froze the wetness that was on my hands to my fingers, and I got cold frostbite in the fingers. And it did take like almost a couple of months before that resolved itself, and it still has a little bit of tingling in the finger. Listen, a girl like me has to learn the hard way. I found out. I've already known that, of course, but you didn't know that I know that. Okay, but now that we know that together, I got gloves. That's what that is. Okay, I didn't know about frostbite. I heard this rumor about it, but I had never experienced frostbite because, like, why would I? Like you, I like to be warm, so I'm usually in a warm house. You know, we got adventurous this one time, and then we have a cool story to tell about it. Maybe not a cool story to you. Okay, but a cool story to me. I learned the hard way that time. It is what it is. We live with no regrets. Maybe a few. Lesson learned, I tell myself. Lesson learned. Anywho, thank you so much. This was a long drive home with me. We're over 22 minutes, 22. And so thank you very much for doing the time with me, driving home with me and watching those uploaded video from Donkey Island. So you are greatly appreciated. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. If we don't see you before Easter, happy Easter. I don't know if I would like to bring you out for another cold dip tomorrow, because I'm meeting up Sunday with my group. So we'll see. I got a lot to do this weekend with Easter happening and whatnot. So I don't want to make any promises, because it really chaps my head when I don't follow through on things that really matter to me. So we want to be successful over here and do our best, the best that we can. With that being said, we're going to end it there. Thank you so much, as ever, for joining me on these epic cold dip adventures and drive homes with me. You are greatly appreciated. Sending a lot of well wishes to you, that if you're with your family, that you survive this weekend coming up, because family, you know how that can go. Eat lots of deviled eggs if you can for me. I love them things. All right, to the next adventure. Peace out, yo. Love you, bye. Mwah.